as well finish this off. Let me just see what the halftime results are. That's all I want to see. Bro. Alright, what's the... right, I forgot, yep. This stream probably isn't going to get a lot of people here. Did they do a new Anarchy Rainbow remix? I like it. I like it a lot. Not gonna really get anything new, am I? We are falling down, a beautiful rhapsody. I might as well see how the tricolor is. Then after a few games of that, I'll just go into basic battles. I never really noticed it, but where's the electricity coming from? Why is there electricity? How is there electricity? Who gave it electricity? What is it? When? I couldn't even get one game in, alright. It means nothing. does Brown Water Springs work as a tricolor? Well, it works about as well as I would think.
Hello.
Hi. Tiredness is me.
Ah. Seems like Skeleton might actually have a chance.
Yeah, based on the halftime results.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. That's like my second choice, and I was even considering it.
Honest to God, this Splatfest is a big ol' nothing to me. Because
Yeah, same.
every choice is so generic that you could actually spin a wheel and the decision would not impact me as bad.
Yeah, it's just...
I've never been
It's
this
funny
depressed
when...
playing Splatoon. I don't. There's nothing to gain from this. It's just.
I mean, it tells you everything. The fact that I was like, oh, I was just having some real stupid thoughts in the back of my head that I can't turn off. I better have some distraction to get me off that. And I didn't even consider the Splatfest because I know it would just bore me, and I
Yeah.
would keep thinking stuff.
Your
So
random stupid ideas are way more entertaining and engaging than anything Nintendo's come up with.
no, not those kinds of background thoughts. Those are
No.
okay.
I know what you meant, but this is just going on with the Splatfest. Anything you came up with fucking with the dumbest Splatfest ideas, I would rather them.
Yeah, I mean, if I can be honest, I would have been okay if they just picked more interesting and niche monsters.
Vampire would have been fucking interesting at least, maybe. I don't fucking know, at least.
Nah, vampire and werewolf are also not what I would have picked. Like, go with this funky stuff.
Go with fucking, like, actual myths that people fucking believe in. That would be something. Oh wait, they can't. They tried that before already.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm still my stance is still that the best Splatfest would have been scary costume versus cute costume versus joke costume.
Yeah. And do you know what the worst part about this Splatfest is?
Yeah.
On top of it being the choices being so mid that it doesn't matter, the map makes it worse.
Oh, Brine Water, yeah, I haven't played it. I just grinded the highest rank and stopped.
I've only played one round of it, and I can say it plays exactly as you would expect. Terrible.
I've heard that it favors defense.
I can see it. Even though I didn't win his defense there, I can see how it would favor defense.
But yeah, I didn't play it, so apparently you just need one competent long range as defense and you win.
That involves two bits of luck: getting long range and getting competence, and for those to somehow mix.
Yeah, the thing is, if they, I think Skeleton has it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because if it really does favor defense, they're the ones getting the bonus for that.
Yeah.
But hey, finally a Splatfest where I couldn't predict the outcome.
Yeah. This might
I
as well have
guess
been the
that.
Splatfest of which do you prefer? Generic man with tie, generic man with t-shirt, or generic man with jeans?
Oh yeah, I just decided, you know what? I don't. There's something that can distract me perfectly in this living room, and I and I'm not gonna wait another day just because birthday.
Oh god.
Yeah, I did ask my mom if it was fine, and she said, yeah, whatever.
Nice. Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah,
You got the better Nintendo game.
yeah. And if I'm honest, Turf 4 just doesn't grab me anymore.
I was the biggest defender for Turf War before, but I realize now I'm playing less and less of the game. So, yeah, I don't think I care anymore.
Yeah, when you play ranked enough, at some point you're just kind of like, oh, Turf War is just kind of nothing, huh?
This game is, I hate to say it, this game is kind of getting boring. Please let the,
Yep.
please let fucking side order be good. That's all I want.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is that I like all the Splatoween songs, I like all the decoration, but the problem is all the funky changes are entirely superficial.
It doesn't. I don't care about all these graphical changes. It
I mean, I
means
love the
nothing if the
song because
game if the game sucks.
I love Anarchy, Rainbow, and Minorchy. That's cool. But like, you'd also need to do something for the gameplay, and they just didn't. Like, Tricolor is technically something, but the problem is it's always the same thing every Splatfest, and also it's a very flawed gimmick.
Yeah. Should I should I actually like point out one of Splatoon's original kind of competitors at the time?
Overwatch?
I was gonna say TF2. I got
Oh,
recently back into playing that, and I found its Halloween updates, and they do way more than Splatoon.
that's funny.
They they actually have boss fights in the middle of matches. They actually have unique maps. They have unique gimmicks with like wheels that give every opponent a different effect. Anything.
That's the thing. Splatoon 2? That had a way better Splatfest gimmick, and that was two teams.
Yeah.
Basically, in every rotation there was the Shifty Station, which was like a map that you can play in Splatfest that always have a weird gimmick, most of the time story mode related. Like, oh, ink rails are in this map. Oh, or like in the chicken versus egg, what came first Splatfest? It was like that parts of the map would become domed off, and whatever team was in there last would get to paint that zone.
That's cool. I like it.
I mean, you can play and look at those if you start Splatoon 2. You can actually access those in private battles.
Nice. I might.
Just to look at them.
Yeah. TF2 and Splatoon 2 came out way before Splatoon 3. There is no excuse for this lack of content.
Yeah.
You're telling me you had this huge Halloween event and you had nothing?
Yeah, that's another thing is this might have worked, this whole Splatoween thing, if it happened in the first year of this game.
It didn't though.
Yeah, this game is just like Scott Falco keeps talking about it. He was like ready to become a Splatoon streamer, but he realized how much Splatoon 3 died.
There's nothing.
Like at the beginning, he got like giant viewership numbers, but after a while, he realized, wow, my Splatoon streams are the smallest.
Yeah. God. Oh god. It's just so sad to see.
Yeah, I still think they should just add ranked into Splatfest.
That would be something.
Because, yeah, as I said, Turf War is just... Turf War is an extremely volatile mode that is at the same time boring because most of the time you just are unengaged while painting something.
Yeah. Why am I still playing?
Just to suffer. By the way, I'm not playing Tears of the Kingdom right now because my executive dysfunction is hitting again. So I'm just sitting here thinking about playing it, but I won't pick up my Switch.
Of course.
Yeah, let's see what the...
You can tell how dead this game is from the fact that I've gotten 3 mirror matches in a row in a tricolor.
Yeah, that's just standard. What I wanna say, like, right, I'm excited for the next Splatfest because then I'll get to grind shells for a week again and then ignore the Splatfest itself. Like, that's the point we've reached. I'm more excited for, like, the whole shell grinding part before that.
I have to ask now, what's the enjoyment with this game anymore?
I don't know. I mean, I like Salmon Run.
I've never really played Salmon Run that often, so there's nothing here for me.
Sometimes the challenges can be funky. But but since they hold themselves to these stupid time restrictions, you won't be able to experience that.
Yeah, I honestly forgot challenges existed because I've never done one in my entire gameplay time. Mainly because A, I didn't care, and B, I didn't want to wait that long.
It's such a shame, a lot of them are real cool.
It's such a damn shame.
Like, for example, like I think one of the recent ones was this Sheldon dress-up challenge where he gave you both random weapon and random amiibo gear.
That's good.
Like, it's obviously not competitive, it's random bullshit, but I like that.
I love it as well.
Or like another challenge that I really liked was like, of course it still has missed potential because it forces you into a weapon with inkjet instead of giving every weapon inkjet. But basically, yeah, you get a bunch of inkjets because it charges by itself, and the fun with that is inkjet mirror matches where like two people fighting each other in an inkjet is extremely suboptimal. So it's just a bunch of fumbling around trying to hit each other.
That sounds super dumb, and I love it. Oh god. You know what? I know someone else has probably thought of this idea for Splatfests. Why not do what one of the competitors did and just allow bosses to go throughout the entire fucking arena halfway through? Like, make Ouroboros appear.
I don't know how that would work, but something! Give us something!
Just make like salmon run enemies appear or fucking anything. I'll take small fry interrupting the match a bit just to make it interesting. I never said it'd be good, but I just...
Diminish the spawn camping problem of turf war in Splatfest, where if you get destroyed for too long, Shiver Fry or Big Man would show up and like kill the enemies, like try to kill the enemies while they're in your base.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Or just have the idols fucking there or something. Let them do anything. For the love of God. Something.
Because that's another thing with turf war. It has an extreme spawn camping problem. And that's the thing, every time a Splatfest shows up, there's always posts on Splatoon about how one team is toxic and spawn camping. And I'm just like, that's not toxic, they're literally just playing the game!
God fucking damn it, this game.
It's like saying someone is toxic for playing a missile weapon. Will I find them annoying? Yes. Am I mad at them? Yes. But I'm not blaming them.
It's just bullshit.
Nintendo made my bed and now I have to lie in it.
Fair enough. God, I think our conversation just devolved into that one Game Grumps clip of just someone just saying, just something happen. For fuck's sake. I want... I thought this game was cool. What happened?
The thing is, I still love this game so much, but I genuinely will not recommend any newcomers to it, because that's another thing. This game is extremely beginner unfriendly. It just throws you down the deep end. I've seen it over and over again, like every time I've seen like some new player, like also in Splatoon 2, this has always been a problem. Sometimes there was just a level 3 person in Splatoon 2 who would, and they would be consistently killed, have like 0 kills themselves, have the least amount of pain, and they don't know what they're doing wrong. Like, the most common mistake I see is them picking roller and just never swinging it, just rolling with it.
Yeah.
Which, it seems cool because it has one-shot potential, but its range is super melee. Miss a spot, but it's actually so bad at that when you do that.
The game, apart from giving rare tutorials from Sir Judge the Cart, bless you, my man, it tells you no good tips.
That's the thing, some of the tips are just downright misleading. Like, for example, Sheldon has like, oh, this weapon is good at that and that, and usually that's kind of spot on, kind of relevant. But I remember with Carbon Roller, he says it's a beast at painting, which it isn't.
God.
Carbon Roller is an awful painter. It's literally it is literally what a team has to build around if they include a carbon roller. This thing can't paint and needs paint on the ground. We need to support it with shooters because they paint the ground well.
God. It's just so stupid. I've always hated this when it comes to multiplayer games. But when you have a clear upgraded weapon locked behind progression or just money, that's dumb.
Yeah.
You wanna be better at the game? Either grind your ass off or pay a hefty fee, because otherwise you're not doing too well. This game doesn't quite have it as bad, but it's still there.
I mean, I'm lucky that I started with Splatoon 1. I had that time when I was like a younger child, like 12 years old or something. Because first of all, I didn't realize I was bad at the game. What my mistakes were, so I could steadily learn and then like slowly get better at it without giving up. And now I'm at the skill level that you need to play this game.
You need to play 2 other games over years to be prepared for this.
Yeah, because the matchmaking just doesn't give you any leeway. It just sometimes it just decides, oh, you're playing Anarchy Open, fight against this person with an X rank badge.
Great.
Which also happens to me, and most of the time I'll get my ass kicked because I'm not at that level. The X rank badges most of the time are like the people who actually are almost competitively good.
Didn't Splatoon 1 have better matchmaking? Because it at least showed you the levels compared to everyone else.
Yeah, for some reason they took that away in 3. By the way, if you want to experience Splatoon 1 online, you need to hurry. They're shutting down the Wii U internet.
Yeah. Was it like April next year?
I think so, something like that.
We've now got a fucking expiration date on the game.
Yeah.
Well,
Splatoon is literally dying. And that means some maps will be lost to time.
a lot of things are going to be lost to time unless they make a remake or preserve it, which they're probably never going to do, because Nintendo is Nintendo.
They're not... I'm not even talking about, the remakes of the maps, because... I've seen Splatoon 3 Mahi Mahi. It's not even close to what Splatoon 1's Mahi Mahi was. That map is just gone. And they're not gonna bring it back because they technically already have done that.
I didn't even notice, because of how small Splatoon 3's Mahi Mahi is, that the pool was supposed to be in the shape of an inkling. I just genuinely thought, oh, it's a body of water. Cool.
Have you seen Splatoon 1 Mahi Mahi's shape?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's fucking different.
Yeah, it's literally a different map. Like, don't get me wrong, Splatoon 1 Mahi Mahi still has problems. The spawn region could get very campy at times because nothing would stop the enemy from just walking up there. There were like no uninkable walls to separate them from the spawn.
Yeah.
And it is better than, especially pre-fix Mahi Mahi. That spawn region was even worse because you don't even get the spawn shield at the beginning because now we have the launch pads.
Oh, wow.
By the way, fun fact, did you know that Trizuka does enough damage that it can literally kill you through your spawn armor?
What? Who the fuck?
Yeah, it does like, a direct hit does like 200 damage.
Who the fuck signed off on that?
It is so stupid. Like, my friend told me that he has a clip on his Switch where he literally didn't even touch the ground and died.
Who the fuck signed off on that?
Because spawn armor is, I think, 100 HP.
100 HP, now down to 0.
Spawn armor is 100 and your own inkling is 100, so anything over 200 just kills anyway. Which, I don't think there's anything else that just does a direct 200 damage.
That has to be the most unbalanced nightmare I've ever seen.
Yeah, especially because Trizuka is meta right now. Let me think.
I've seen meta in games, alright? I've seen meta in games, and usually they're like cool, but they're not necessary. This just seems like if you're not doing the meta, you're screwed.
There is a considerable difference between me playing any other weapon and me playing shooter. When I play any other weapon, I always consider, okay, where is the enemy? Yeah, how do I best preserve the paint? Like all that stuff, you have to have like awareness of everything, and then you can pull it off.
You have to actually play the game and have thought.
With shooter, I don't need to think and have just as much success. So imagine what would happen if I would think.
Imagine fucking ammo preservation with a fucking shooter. That must be nightmarish.
And apparently it's intended that way. Like, I don't know where my friend heard it, but my friend told me that they said that they intend that every single team should have at least one shooter.
Great. So you
Which
have...
is stupid. Because there's, what, 11 weapon classes, I think? And there's 4 people per team. It shouldn't be a requirement to pick one of the classes.
So, let's do a little thought experiment. Let's just say, at the very least, one shooter is on every team. You've got, and let's just say what we have. We've got the athleticness of the dualies, the shielding potential of the brothers. That's a bit of a stretch. The melee potential of a brush. All of them working together beautifully. And then there's a shooter that just doesn't have any thoughts.
Heard, like, I didn't play the game at the time. Apparently for a short time, there was an awesome meta in Splatoon 2 where there was actually a triangle of power. Because there were 3 major meta weapons. Dualies, blasters, and brellas.
Damn, I listed off 2 of those by accident.
Yeah. Basically how it worked was that dualies beat blasters, blasters beat brellas, and brellas beat dualies.
A rock, paper, scissors mechanic.
Yeah, it had that in the meta, which made it interesting.
That's actually cool. That sounds really fun.
By the way, do not... Trust me, that meta is gone in Splatoon 2, so if you wanna see that, no, it's dead.
I kinda wanted to see that. That sounded so much fun.
Yeah, the meta in Splatoon 2 now is stay in the back, paint, use missiles, repeat.
It is less of a meta and more of a thought experiment as to how can we make someone go insane.
Like, there's literally like a competitive finale where, like, the entire time, they would all just stay in their spots, painting, using special.
That is
Not
stupid.
pushing.
That is genuinely the dumbest fucking strategy. And it works.
Yeah, and a lot of weapons' reputations got really damaged by that. Like, for example, I love using Jet Squelcher as a poking tool.
Unfortunately.
But unfortunately, in Splatoon 2, it was known as the weapon that could paint far away, doesn't engage in battles, uses missiles.
If it has uses missile in it, that might as well just be called scum weapon.
There were shooters that had missiles, and those were just meta.
Anything that wouldn't normally be in meta was now meta.
Oh, and there's one outlier. It was basically just a bunch of small changes making the weapon one of the best in the game. 52 Gal Kenza version. Basically, it was like a pretty good weapon already, but they kept giving it small buffs, but still nobody used it. Then the support for the game ended, so no more updates, and people realized, wait, this thing is fucking destroying everything.
Wait a minute, we were wrong about you. Come back.
And the thing is, it had the perfect kit for a gal. It had Ink Wall and Booyah Bomb, which meant it was basically a tank that could kill you in like milliseconds.
That sounds ridiculously good. Why did no one use it? Oh wait, because it wasn't missiles.
It was basically just nobody saw the potential until later. It's the same with Trizuka. They gave it one buff and people realized, wait, actually the startup time for this thing makes it a panic button. This is ridiculous.
God. It just... There is such good potential in a lot of weapons.
Yep.
It's just a shame none of it comes out.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that Brellas are so bad now for the simple fact that they were directly designed to counter shooters.
Great. They're directly designed to counter shooters. The unkillable menace. Give a good job at that.
They won't buff the things substantially because we can't give shooters a counter.
God forbid we give half of our audience a challenge.
And then there's stupid people who are like, complaints that shooters are meta in a shooter game, and I'm just like, Splatoon is so much more than that, though.
This is less a shooter game. This is a multiplayer game. You're gonna have weird weapons. I mean, for fuck's sake. One of the best kits in another game isn't a fucking gun, as many people would think. It's a sword.
Yeah, it's just... like... It's just sad.
It's so stupid.
What I do find funny is that Snipe Rider is actually meta relevant right now.
The unsuspecting hero.
Yeah, they buffed it. It's pretty fair, to be honest. I mean, it's basically used to give the free shooters tacticooler, and it can do that from the back and also paint really well. That's the whole thing with it. And I think that's a cool role.
I think so as well. I saw some potential in it, I think.
It's a support weapon.
Yeah.
It damages opponents. It sends out tacticooler. And yeah, that's like the one. But that's the thing. That's the one. That's the one weapon in meta comps I don't have a problem with, because the other three are vanilla splatter.
It's just vanilla splatter shot with a different kit.
You know,
Imagine...
I think I've already talked about this last stream, or something, but I saw like a meme where it was like, but if you close your eyes...
Yeah. It's just...
Right, you got scared that you were gonna get DFC.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this time I stopped myself before singing more.
It's just all fucking shooters.
Like, yeah, the free shooter meta and one other one. And I saw another thing where there's just an image of people like competitive training, like one team versus another. And one team is like playing 4 different weapons, and the other team is playing triple vanilla shot and snipe rider, and they just keep winning. And as the 5 matches go on, you can see the other team slowly conforming to that as well.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it.
I mean, I respect the other team for at least trying something, but yeah, there's just nothing to be done right now.
Imagine another shooter game where the meta is the most basic option. Imagine the meta is just the default pistol, and it works way better than any other unlockable.
God, I just realized what that reminds me of. It's kind of like how in Sonic Forces the flamethrower weapon is just the best one.
Yeah. Why bother unlocking anything else? Why bother trying out new moves and adapting to a playstyle that fits you? When there's an easy win button that you get at the beginning of the game that you never have to change from.
I mean, I guess speedrunners would say the drill is actually the best one in Sonic Forces because you can just break the game with it, but you know, as a casual.
Again, why bother when you have the easy option?
Yeah.
Why bother going to be a melee main where you could just get up and personal with enemies just to play as an aggressive rushdown character?
These shooters are brawl meta knights.
when instead of using any of the melee weapons, you could just decide, what if I decide to have good range and and also be favored by Nintendo. I've
I
never.
mean, to be fair, you actually are playing one of the worst short-range shooters because, yes, it paints well, but it's really not good in combat.
It's not good in combat, but it being the worst of its kind is not exactly a bad thing by a long shot.
Yeah, I understand completely.
It's the worst of its kind, as in a kind of Olympians. It only got silver medal in the Olympics. How dare it?
Oh, by the way, another thing about like the meta changes, people noticed something.
What?
That a bunch of weapons got nerfed that just seemed nonsensical. Oh,
What
hello,
weapons did
Eve.
they
We're
be?
complaining about Splatoon right now.
Hello there.
Welcome to Rantfest. This isn't Splatfest, this is Rantfest.
It's sad time.
Basically, there were a bunch of weapons that got nerfed for basically no reason, and I, the most prime example is custom dually squelchers.
Why? What did they
I'm
do?
getting to that. They saw no, they saw like no play in ranked. Absolutely nothing. But people realized something. There was a turf war tournament recently, and one of the weapons on that winning team were the custom dually squelchers. And then they looked again and realized every weapon on that team got nerfed.
Oh. Oh.
They're basing it on the tournament of the uncompetitive mode.
You fucking joking
I think
me.
turf war should just disappear from competitive. It just doesn't suit the balancing.
I love balancing being decided by an uncompetitive tournament. I know.
Like, I'm not saying the tournament itself was still a tournament. I'm just saying that turf war is just not suited for a competitive environment.
God. I know. I am also just ranting and also comparing two games that aren't exactly very similar at all. But I've been playing TF2 recently. Everything that game does right is basically what would happen if Splatoon did something good. There's not just turf war. You can do other things if you want a casual game.
Here's the thing. You remember how this got like the best multiplayer game award last year?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a bit of context here. I would say I have a hyper-fixation on Splatoon. It is one of the things I am, and for lack of a better descriptor, autistic about it, if you know what I mean.
Fair enough, I guess.
I don't think it deserved that.
I don't. Compared to the other multiplayer game award winners, hell, the other nominees. No, this didn't deserve it in the slightest.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, technically it is multiplayer, but I think it doesn't deserve it alone on the basis that it uses peer-to-peer.
God, no. There's no servers here, it's just a lie.
Yes, there's a server. It's called the internet connection of whoever gets designated host.
If it's your end, great, you get good connection. If it's not your end, great, let's hope you get good connection.
Yeah, that's the thing. Have you seen has it ever happened to you that suddenly in a match, almost everybody disconnects?
Yes.
Like there's like slowly one by one people disappear.
Yeah. Is
That
that...
is almost always what happens if the host disconnects.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's probably what happens if the host goes. They're relying the server stability on one man's stability.
Yeah, the thing is, I would say I'm pretty likely to be that person. Like I'm sure I was host before, and I'm sure I have disconnected while being host before because my internet sometimes has like these 10-second blips where it cuts out.
It's so stupid. Because I don't think even the person that's hosting asked for this treatment.
Yeah. And like if the internet connection of the host is poor, you can actually see that especially in ranked. Like for example, tower control is the best example. If the host's internet connection is wacky, the tower just moves weird.
Teleporting somewhat, right?
Mm, kinda. It's more like you know how in a theme park when you ride upwards it slows down and when you go down it speeds up super fast?
Yeah.
That's basically it. It stops for a few seconds and then it doesn't blip, it just super speeds.
Oh, goody.
And it's just, how am I supposed to aim at that?
What is the goal here?
Usually the balance around tower control is that it's an easy to hit consistently moving target.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
But yeah, I love the lore of this game, I love the music, I love the art, I love everything that isn't the gameplay.
I could honestly go hours comparing this game and its competitors because it does, for everything it does right, which it does quite a few things right, it also does a few things quite wrong. Like basic things that you would expect to be commonplace.
Yeah, it's just so sad.
Yeah. I can see the outline of something good. It just needs to be here. Zawarudo, I guess. Why is Zawarudo here?
Also, during Splatoween right now, there's apparently a glitch in like the training room. It doesn't affect actual gameplay in the game, so that's good. Basically, Crab Tank does like 60 indirect damage to the training dummies instead of 30.
How do you fuck up training mode?
I don't know. Probably just the one spot where they didn't test because why would they? Like, why? Honestly, I don't even know how it happens. Like, why did the change in visuals suddenly make the damage numbers for the dummies go weird?
This, they're doing things
What?
that shouldn't even be possible. it's
And why Crab Tank specifically?
it's honestly it's honestly impressive, to be honest, the fact that they're making it that way. Because
Like,
by all
I,
accounts that shouldn't happen.
like, I genuinely don't know how it happens. Like, as I said, it's not a big deal, it's just weird.
Only in Splatoween. You don't want to go to Splatoween, alright? You'll get hit with a crab tank, and if you're a training dummy, you'll get killed slightly quicker. How? Oh no,
But yeah, I will probably be listening to the Halloween Splatfest music for actual Halloween.
fair enough. I'll probably be listening to any other scary game music for Halloween.
And yeah, I don't know what I'll do for Halloween, to be honest. I mean, my birthday is the day before that.
A lot of people I know seem to be born in October.
Ah, funky.
A funky month, I guess. Oh yeah, and E. Good luck on your 10x. You'll probably need it.
Yeah. I didn't get a single one of those.
I got 2 or 3 of them last stream.
Huh. Interesting. The thing is, I got so many mirror matches. I mean, you're in one right now too, but... And I decided, yeah, it's not worth it to grind the 10x battles for the badges in the Splatfest where I'm in the majority.
Mirror matches are so dumb.
Yeah, I mean, they've been a thing since the first Splatfest in Splatoon 1, and they're kind of an unavoidable thing.
I guess. But nowadays, they really shouldn't be here. They don't do anything.
It really depends on how big the player base is, but no, that's the thing too. You've seen how in extra work, not extra work, in Big Run, how the 5% score keeps increasing.
Yeah.
That's because all the new people stopped playing the game. So now there's less people, which means less fresh meat.
Which means that you're less likely to
Yeah,
do
like
good.
that means the score is pushed higher.
I've never seen a game this quickly have a higher bar for entry.
Yeah.
The game's gatekeeping
why-
itself.
I think Big Run should have just been like, oh, you need to get 100 and let's say 30 eggs to get the gold.
I'm so sorry, E. Better luck next time, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay. In the
Did
grand scheme
teammates
of
hold you
things,
down?
there's a million other matches going on right now, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. How was your teammates during it? Were they good?
What do I want to say? Right, I think in Big Run it should just give you, because my biggest problem with Big Run is that you don't know when you're done. If you don't get like an insane score like 180, you just have to keep playing and hope that it's enough.
Oh, God. It's gambling on how other players you think will do. And that's not cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is gonna be a lot of math.
Yeah, we always have some bad teammates. That it just happens sometimes.
What did your teammates get?
I mean,
7
8-7 is okay. That's pretty bad.
8 kills, 7 deaths, 3 kills,
Okay,
7
yeah,
deaths,
that
2
was a 2
kills.
versus 4. Sounds like it was a 2 versus 4.
Jesus Christ. One teammate. You two were just carrying. The other two just... God. Jesus. How? I thought all the fresh meat was gone.
I mean, there's always some meat that's the freshest.
Yeah. Little Timmy has to play the game somehow.
By the way, I'm gonna look up what the next challenges are because now I'm curious. We talked about it earlier. Oh, Reef Slider special spam. That's funky, but it's turf war. Oh, and the tournament testing thing for Japan, so that's just... Wait a minute, a tournament testing thing and it's turf war? What?
Or they plan on bouncing turf war.
Wait, what are the rules? It's literally just for people to train for tournaments, but like, why turf war? Those are like the least visited tournaments of Splatoon. Why not ranked? Why?
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 Why? Why? As we famously said in Sonic Shuffle, why? Ranked is scary. Is it that scary?
I mean, I wouldn't say so. I've grinded a lot of weapons to 3 stars there. Which meant I was playing some weapons I'm not too familiar with there.
Yes, okay.
And some of them I actually discovered I'm better at than I thought. Nautilus, for example, I actually kinda like.
I just thought of something about this game that is not very good. I don't know of another game that does another multiplayer game that does this, but where most of its extra game modes are basically locked behind the expert difficulty. You want to play something different than what you've usually been playing? Well then, get good. I've never heard of that in any other game. Or ranked.
I mean, in C rank you should find people of a similar skill level.
Yeah.
Or just straight up throwers, because C rank is literally... You'll get out of there, believe me.
Yeah. Ranked is... Ranked is... I like the idea of it. But why must you lock 80% of the game's content there? You want to play tower control? Tough luck, you're not doing that outside of ranked.
Yeah, I think there should be a casual way to play ranked.
Yeah. It's stupid. You like playing Blitzclan, but you've got a too high of a level and you don't want to just go with sweats or have to go through a lot of the hardship with it. Too bad. I'm sorry about that. And also,
That's
if you want...
another thing. We're a year into, we're like halfway through the updates here, according, like to the major updates of this game, according to Nintendo, unless they extended for some reason. And they haven't done a new ranked mode.
Yeah. Also, side note, this also annoys me. I hate the fact that different types of ranked matches are scheduled. I'd rather be able to choose.
I mean, that's been a problem since, yeah, forever.
I want to play Tower Control a lot, but I don't want to wait until a specific hour. Fuck off, I'm not playing it at 1 AM just to do basically payload from TF2.
Luckily, I am my best modes are splat zones and tower control, so those basically switch where like they are constantly on, like serious zones, serious tower, open zones, open tower, serious zone, serious tower. Yeah, you catch my drift.
Yeah.
That works, but I can't speak for everyone because I know tower control is not the most beloved mode.
I like Tower Control personally in Splat Zones, but you can't bank for everyone. That's just a band-aid fix on the thing. Assuming
like,
they only like one of them, then they're kind of screwed once 2 hours go by and they don't have it anymore in both series and ranked. Then you're just kind of screwed without anything that you like.
tower control is probably the mode I'm the best at, actually.
Tower control is actually involves strategy.
Yeah, there's people who don't like it because one person has to just sit on tower and do nothing, and I'm like, I don't quite get that criticism. Like, I think the gameplay on tower is a lot more involved than people give it credit for.
I like Rainmaker and Tower Control the most. Yeah, I can see that.
Rainmaker is sadly the mode I'm the worst at.
I'm not good at Rainmaker at all, but I can see the appeal behind it.
Yeah, I get the appeal behind every single mode.
Yeah. My god. I like Tower Control the most though because it reminds me of a game this is trying to be, but sadly is not. Now, being on the tower is stressful because everyone is trying to kill you. Yeah, that's the risk of it. That's the excitement.
Yeah, that's the funky part. Like, the gameplay is a lot less shooting people and a lot more your movement on the tower, jumping in funky ways so they don't quite hit you, and knowing when to get off of tower so you retreat instead of dying.
You have to bank all your options together to see whether or not something is a good idea.
There's just weapons who are better at riding towers than others. For example, chargers are supposed to stick on tower. Blasters, no.
I'm going to think this because if what I think is true, then this game may be more like me think. Are Splatlings good on tower?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just backliners in general.
That's about what I thought.
Like, yeah, for example, I played a lot of Jet Squelcher in tower control. And it's fun.
I like defending people who are carrying the Rainmaker, but I don't like carrying the Rainmaker because my team are usually bad defending, so they don't seem to understand what this way means. No one understands any of the emotes, to be fair. You might as... Playing without voice chat might as well just be like communicating into the void. You're not going to really be doing that for communication.
Yeah.
Okay. No, okay. Honestly, I quite like the discussion we're having here.
Yeah.
Nice and healthy, unlike the game. Okay, I guess it. You're trying to teleport to me, I guess it.
I mean, if I jump, you'll see the exact same thing from me because they're spamming because that's what happens when you
they have
try
to
to
secure
jump.
it.
When you try to jump while you're still dead, they're basically trying to do it as soon as possible by spamming.
Yeah, I mean, I would do the same thing as well. I can't complain about it.
Okay. Right. What else is there?
God, I really need to do a comparison video between these two. It'd actually be kind of fun.
Oh, you won. You were in danger until last minute, but I guess that's turf war.
Turf war. Nothing matters until the ending.
Basically.
Turf war moment, yeah. God, I feel like one of these days I'm actually gonna do a stream about comparison. I'm just gonna pull out a fucking PowerPoint presentation. Get the funny school.
I mean, I don't know. Splatoon is kind of the only shooter I've ever played, so I don't know anything about the others.
I only know about one other, which I think you know, but hey. I could compare them a lot because they are way more similar than you would think.
I remember there was, like, in the earliest Splatoon days, Splatoon and Overwatch were always seen as kind of like little brothers and sisters, and now Overwatch 2 is out and everybody hates it.
Yeah. I think this is more of a... Just like how people thought of Overwatch as a competitor to TF2, I think of this as their competitor to TF2. But it's very strange in the way it does things. Both are team-based shooters. Both involve their art style being filled with a bunch of color, which is very odd for shooting games. Both have progression with weapons and cosmetics.
Oh, the match is over.
Yeah. Both have different types of modes and both have one type of mode where you have to follow something to the end of a map. Both have interesting histories with buffs and nerfs. Both are played still to this day. And that is just a few of the similarities. The differences are TF2 is basically hasn't been updated in years and yet still is more balanced than Splatoon 3.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck that happens, but it does. Mainly because...
Another thing I kind of want to complain about. This time the catalog, you know how we're now looped back to 1 year?
Yeah.
Halfway through the catalog, you don't get any new gear. It's just repeat from the first catalog ever.
Wow.
And people were saying, oh, it's because they want the newer players to actually also get the gear. The thing is, that gear is in the shops.
If I wanted to get the Game & Watch, I would buy it when it's available. For the love of God.
Like, I've bought gear before unlocking it in the catalog, and then the catalog just gives me the money back, and I'm like, oh, neat.
Yep. One is a third-person shooter, and the other one isn't. Yeah, fair. You got me there.
Oh, by the way, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Now I am legally allowed to play Tears of the King.
It's not.
Oh wait, it isn't my birthday in Ireland yet. Fuck!
Oh. Wait an hour. It'll be your birthday soon. Just pulls out a party streamer out of nowhere.
Like a single confetti not rains down. Thank you, Eve.
Happy birthday. Why?
It might not be your birthday, but I wish you a happy day.
Happy day.
Even though the day is basically over. But hey, I'm talking about tomorrow, baby!
Yeah.
Or today, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, this conversation's made me have that realization. Yeah, I need to do that. Some of my team just disconnected.
Disconnected as soon as you said.
They had a happy day. They had too much of a happy day and they couldn't contain it.
Yeah, the internet just had a happy little accident.
Oh, no. Also, why are these Mr. Beast colors? I hate it.
Oh yeah, I hate the neon blue. It's so hard to see.
Ah. Damn, no. I can say that even though both of the games are basically loaded with a bunch of colors, which is unheard of in in any shooting game. They both have different styles. One goes for like a comic book aesthetic. The other one, how would I describe Splatoon's one? Pop? I guess I'd describe it as a pop art. Because everything is just so goddamn colourful and vibrant. Which on the one hand is great, on the other hand this burns my eyes.
Graffiti.
Graffiti. Yeah, I can see it.
Actually, just in the colors though, the actual art style, it's very toony.
Yeah. Cartoon. Yeah. One deals with mature subject matter, and the other, well, I mean, somewhat attempts to do it. The closest thing Splatoon comes to mature subject matter is subtle racism.
I mean, I could talk about some stuff, but I think there would be spoilers for Octo expansion.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll get to that soon.
Like, there's some fucked up shit with that. But most of it is like beneath the surface. You have to actually think about it, not like, oh, we're telling you how dark this is. Just if you think about it, it's like holy shit.
Both of them have lovable characters and good lore. But again, only if you go out of your way to read it.
Oh, the Octo expansion. Yes, Octo expansion.
Yeah. Yes, Octo expansion. I really need to play that at some point.
Yeah, take your time. Side order is still way away. That's another thing. I feel like side order was planned for way earlier, but they had to push it back.
Yeah.
Because when it comes out, there's only like 2 more seasons to come, I think. Like new ones, I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sad. I wanted Pearl and Marina sooner. I want them now.
But I want them now!
Like, I'm not even, like, of course it's a good thing that they're delaying something until it's finished. That's not my problem.
But it's taking a long while.
It's just that this also is something that probably hurt them in the way that people lost interest in the game.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, Octo expansion gave Splatoon 2 like a huge resurgence, I think.
Yeah.
But
I'll
I doubt.
probably be playing
I
a
think
lot
it's
more
too
of
late
3.
for this game.
I'll be maybe playing a lot more 3 when Side Order comes out, but at the moment I don't give a shit. This game.
By the way, I still remember. I love how every single person was like, "Hey, that fish enemy in the Octo expansion looks like the eye fish."
Yeah.
Which people probably only know because of that one like hour-long video about iDog.
iDog. I think I found another difference and similarity. Both of them have very unique characters and sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's just that one is playable and shown in gameplay. The other one, at most, you get is the story mode and the news broadcasts. That's all the character you get. In gameplay, I hate to say it, apart from the way you customize them, they all might as well be slabs of ink. There is no point.
I still am wondering what has happened to Agent 4.
I don't know.
I mean, they basically did the exact same thing that Agent 3 did. And Agent 3 is captain, but Agent 4 is gone.
Agent 4 got a happy retirement.
Some people are actually theorizing that Agent 4 is gonna be the villain of Side Order, and I don't think they would go that hard, but I would love it.
They would not think of that, but I want them to.
But hey, I don't know, maybe. They've done crazier. They made that fish a character.
Yeah. Nah, Agent 4 is on a long vacation. Yeah, he retired. Don't worry. After the events of Splatoon 2 and realizing that the series he's in sucks, he retired. He didn't need to see any more of that shit. Oh god. I love Splatoon, it's a great game. I want... That'd be cool if he became a villain.
Actually, how would they do that?
I don't know.
Because they are a customizable character. I'm using they because both genders, they can be whatever you pick.
Yeah. They're a customizable character, but so is... No, not really with... Not really with Agent 3. You only had 2 choices.
I mean, still, there was some customization. I mean, I guess with the people who own Splatoon 2, they can do it like they did it with Agent 3, where it just remembers that and is like, okay, we're picking that up.
Okay.
But what about maybe for the people who don't, they're just gonna do the same thing, they did with alternate story mode, where they just go with the basically canonical look, which is Inkling Girl with like the short haircut.
Yeah. That sounds good.
But hey, the fans have had better, cooler ideas since for a long time now. I just realized the thing I want to talk about is an Octo expansion spoiler.
Fair enough. Sorry about that. I'll get to it. No, no you don't. No you don't. No. Thank you. God, this is so... This map is kind of spawn camp heaven.
I mean,
Except they're in hell.
kinda, but it's only if you reach that point over the grades, because grades themselves are kinda hard to pass.
Yeah.
If the enemy somewhat knows what they're doing.
If they put you in a bad position, then yeah, grades are hard to pass.
Yeah, like as soon as you've gone past the grades though, and everybody's there, then it's spawn campy. But that's how it is with every map.
Yeah.
And one of them gave up.
What if that was the host? Oh no, everyone would have disconnected all at once then.
It doesn't look like it.
I wonder who won.
Oh, someone broke through.
Wow. I do like the laugh.
Yeah. Like I said, the whole art direction of Splatoon is phenomenal in my opinion.
Absolutely. And the theme they went with chaos, actually, probably the best case scenario for it.
I mean, that was kind of the player's choice.
I mean, yeah.
Which I do like. I like how the last Splatfest has an effect.
Yeah.
Thing is, there's some people who think Shiver is gonna show up in Side Order now because she won the Idol Splatfest, and I'm like, please don't.
No.
I don't want to see her smug face anymore.
Shiver, get out. You've broken enough. Just don't come near.
You've been an attention whore long enough. Stop, please.
Stop. Oh wow, this game's... I can't tell if I'm ever going to get 100x or not. Because honestly, I see no difference with anything. Every match is melding together for me.
Do be like that.
I recommend people buy this game if they have experience with Splatoon and active experience and somehow don't have Splatoon 3.
Yeah, I doubt there. I mean, the game already sold phenomenally. I doubt that there's anyone like that left.
I doubt it as well.
Unless they're like people who wouldn't be convinced by those words anyway because they were like, okay, I've seen the flaws of this game, I don't want in. Which, based, you're stronger than I am.
Yeah, but in defense of this game, there's still a few more updates left, and hey, something good has to come out from this.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I haven't even talked about yet. On the pace we're going right now, if they truly are stopping after 2 years of substantial updates, every weapon is gonna get a second kit, and that's it.
Oh.
No third kits.
Are third kits common in Splatoon?
Third kits they were always late game additions. But there were, and it wasn't every single weapon that got a third kit, it was a select few. A select, like half of them, I would say. But they have been a thing since Splatoon 1.
Oh. Oh.
Like, let me just, and usually, like, in Splatoon 1 and 2, the second kits didn't have that much color variation, so they improved on that, but the third kit would go crazy. Like, let me just, soda, slosh, there.
One of the blasters from earlier in the conversation I heard you said had a great kit that no one noticed until the game ended.
No, that was Gal.
Oh,
that's a shooter.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Why does everything have to be shooter?
have Soda Slosher.
Alright, let's have a look at this. Okay. That.
Right. They did it with the Fur Kids. They always had like a little theming to it. For example, in Splatoon 2, there was the Kenza collection where like one of the clothing brands was like doing a bunch of the weapons and they were like all black, white, and red.
This one appears to be the Sheldon collection.
Yeah, they're called Sheldon picks, and I think with every one he explains that he is the one who designed the kits for them.
That makes sense.
Like usually it's like a brand collaboration for who designs it. Like Sheldon in canon invented one weapon directly, and that's the Dynamo Roller.
Fair enough.
Basically his dad started it and he finished it or something like that.
Nice. I'm very confused by that name.
What? Dynamo Roller?
No, Gender Boy.
I thought you were talking about the things I was talking about. Okay.
I am talking about it, don't worry.
Yeah. I was just like, eh.
Gender Boy isn't a weapon.
Wouldn't you like to know, Gender Boy?
What a name.
Oh, you don't know that meme?
No.
Oh, we've got a person right here. What do you think about this? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Just a kid insulting a reporter.
Oh, that. I didn't even think it was the fucking Weather Boy meme. I just thought. What?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Damn. I saw that recently. I thought, damn, that kid's fucking brutal. Just destroys him.
And I think I remember seeing a Tumblr post that's just Weather Boy, derogatory. What are you talking about? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Oh wow. That's perfect. Fucking hell, this stream is good.
You know, it kind of sucks that we're not getting bird kits.
Yeah.
Because some weapons are now just left out to dry.
Yeah.
For example, what are they called? The super short range dualies. Dapples. That's it. Dapple dualies.
The daffodil.
Both of its kits aren't really right for it.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to be like an aggressive weapon with short range that needs a bit of help. The problem is one of them has the squid beacon, which means it doesn't have a lethal bomb, which is a problem.
Yes.
I do like the idea of giving it tacticooler though, because it is one of those weapons that rushes in, dies a lot. The problem with the other kit is, so the bomb, great. Torpedo, perfect. That distracts the enemy. It has damage potential, probably combos too. But then it has Reef Slider, and that's where everything goes wrong because Reef Slider just isn't good.
It looks
Finally
good.
got,
It just isn't though. It just isn't.
I finally got 4 slots of run speed on my shoes. So me wishing you a happy day did work.
Yeah, I just saw on stream. I just saw they did appear and they did score on the shellout machine, and I think they got 10 of every slot.
Oh, nice.
Neat. They scored big.
What are other weapons that have 2 kits where both of them are bad? Let me look.
What would one
I
be?
mean, Luna Blaster is kind of one of them. That makes me sad because I was kind of planning to have that be my main.
What about Splatana Wiper? Its special is just Ultra Stamp. And doesn't it get ink
Splatana
line?
Wiper is a weird one.
Okay.
Yeah, Splush-O-Matic too. That both of these kits aren't really right for it. Like,
Yeah.
And then there's the Alpha free and Age free, which both need a buff immediately. Like, I get it, they're shooters, so that would also kind of be shooter privilege, but they are kind of interesting.
They're not just generic hold one button down.
Yeah, especially age free. That's like that thing treats you like a king if you have good aim, but if you don't, it's just like, nah, I'm not working for you today.
That sounds fun.
Basically, with every time you tap the shot button, it fires 3 shots in rapid succession, but then stops.
Alright.
Those 3 shots are a one-shot, and it does actually make the blaster sniper one-shot sound if you do hit it. And it does have decent range, but the problem is its fire rate and damage per second, because it does have a lot of end lag after it shots. And that's the whole thing, how it works. And I do like that a lot. I like the idea of it. It's also one of those things where you spam the fire button where you don't get arthritis.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just completely and utterly destroyed by Squeezer, which basically has almost the exact same gimmick, but just better.
Don't you love it with game balancing when you have the clear underutilized and overpowered items? No one is ever going to use the Hosel Nose if the fucking Squeezer is just a better version.
And Squeezer has been super powered forever now. It's like the one new weapon that was in competitive that wasn't the missile special spam thing. To be fair, it did do something else that's kind of fucked and unintended stupid, but it's at least a fun variety of it. Right, undercover. If they mess up the second undercover kit, that weapon is just dead. And it can't just be a decent kit. It has to be a fucking amazing kit because undercover is genuinely the worst main weapon in the game right now.
So it needs that support from its kit in order
Yeah,
to
or
be
they need to
viable.
buff it. Either one works, but they're not doing anything with it right now.
I'm gonna try using Octobrush with the shoes. Oh god, you're gonna kill someone.
Run?
Like 4 run speed in a row.
You do know that run speed doesn't work when you're rolling / running with a brush.
Ah. Sorry about that.
Which is a good decision.
If it was like that, that would be fucking overpowered.
Yeah, it specifically doesn't do that because that would specifically make the weapon better. There was actually main power up in Splatoon 2, and on rollers it did have the effect of making them slightly faster.
Yeah. It worked in Splatoon 2. Maybe with power up, with main power up, but nah. We unfortunately don't have main power up. Don't cry for... No, don't. Smokey told you to have a good day.
Why is nobody having... is everyone having a bad day? I explicitly forbade it.
Bad days should be outlawed.
Bad days are banned!
Oh god. Worth it. No, it wasn't.
I'm sorry, had I known what you made the run speed shoes for, I would have told you sooner, E.
No, stop.
I mean, a pure of run speed is still a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
Like, for example, with shooters, it increases their strafe speed. That's pretty good. Oh, and with splatlings, yeah, splatlings need run speed. That's their whole essence in life.
Nice, okay. I'm gonna use a Nautilus 47. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Nautilus is a weapon where I recently discovered I am actually better with it than I thought. Probably because its playstyle is kinda similar to Mini Splatling, which is a weapon I love. Except it has a charge, it can hold its charge and swim with it. Which is pretty interesting. Honestly, there's just one Splatling I can't play at all, and it is what's it called? Ballpoint.
Yeah.
That one I suck at. It's a charger, but Splatling, exactly. Can hold charges. That's fun. I don't play too much Splatoween anymore because I realize these I don't enjoy fighting backliners in these maps. And also, I've already got all the Splatlings and 3 stars.
Damn, okay.
Except Nautilus.
Alright.
But I still have a few snipers to do because I'm not taking those to ranked.
I'm not taking that shit to war.
I mean, it's viable if you're good with it. The problem is I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. I misread that as it's a danger, but splatling. I've no idea what the hell that means in my mind.
Me neither. It's not too far-fetched to think he misread Charger as danger.
Honestly, my TV is so low resolution that I need glasses in order to see what the hell things are properly said with it. There's a reason I use it as a second monitor.
I mean, yes, but still. I mean...
Fair. Alright.
Yeah, the weapon I'm still missing is actually become a pretty short. Like 3 stars, I mean. But most of them I'll have to do in Turf War.
Yeah.
I'm not taking snipers or brawlers into ranked.
Yeah.
And I doubt that Tri-Stringer is a good idea either.
God, there was a bad bit of grammar there for a second. 1 minute ago, Tema leveled up.
Let's see what here is viable, I guess. Like, what could I theoretically put in? Ranked Dynamo and regular Roller. The new bucket. Yeah. Oh, I do have the the H3 is the dolphin version is also not leveled yet. Oh, and Blobber Deco too. And I guess I could try ballpoint, but the rest, no thank you.
No thanks. Please tell me I get 100x. This is the 5th time I've gotten a mirror match. Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Just to suffer.
I'm gaining nothing from this.
Honestly, at this point, there is a Splatoon song from Octo Expansion that is coming to mind. And playing a song isn't really a spoiler.
Yeah.
DJ, turn on number 8, Regret.
Regret. Yeah. Okay, I triggered it at least. That's good.
Genuinely turn it on after this match. That would be funny.
I feel like if I look it up, I'm going to get spoiled on something, but the name alone.
I mean, alright, then I'm gonna help with that.
Fair.
Right. Should I just send a short video or should I just send a 1 hour version?
I don't mind, I guess.
I mean, maybe for future use I'm just gonna send the 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, Regret is such a good song. Like, it makes me like it makes me almost tear up in that crazy way. Like it makes me think in the existential way.
Oh dear. Papa.
No, not in the like, oh, I'm. You know when you hear a sad piece of music and you get like deep in thought, that kind of thing.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess I can feel that. Yeah.
$9K. Okay, yeah. Don't worry, Don't worry, when I have a panic attack, there's no background music playing.
Hold on, let me put on the Panic Attack soundtrack. Something I never thought I would hear. Alright, I guess I'll play it in the background. Ah. I love lo-fi depression.
is very repeating, but I do kind of like it.
Yeah.
Like with kind of like it, I like the way it repeats. Because it kind of does make it sound more hopeless.
Yeah. I never thought I would say this. I can see the appeal behind regret. And it's going to be left at that. Alright. Don't have enough for that. I began this Splatfest neutral. There's the fish.
Secret fishies.
Secret fish. Where do these fish lead?
Regret is a pretty good encapsulation of what I like so much about the Octo expansion music. It just makes you feel stuff. Like you can picture something while listening to it.
Yeah.
Usually I'm like, oh, wine tasting is so arbitrary and they're all just pretending and faking, but I'm still gonna use them as a comparison. This is like the wine tasting of music. Or it's like that scene from Ratatouille where he eats the food and there's just a bunch of vibrant colors drifting across.
Yeah. Honestly, I can see it. It's all sourced from a joke about me regretting everything.
Yeah, sorry, but the Octo expansion soundtrack, when I think about good Splatoon soundtrack, the Octo expansion soundtrack comes to mind.
Yeah. I never thought I would hear regret being talked about with wine.
I mean, I'm not talking about like the wine itself, I'm talking about like when people are like, oh, I see I have this vivid image of when I taste this wine and of blah blah blah, and that's the kind of thing I mean.
Yeah.
Though I have to say, wine tasters are snobs that don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Kind of an excuse just to get pissed.
Like literally, there was like a study where they put like the same wine in front of someone, but one of them was dyed red, so it was like both were white wine, but one was dyed red.
Wow.
And they described them completely differently.
Oh my god. Ah, fucking hell. Ah, damn it, armor. Alright, try using the travel weapon. It's gonna go terribly wrong. I need time to read that right. Because I'm a lot worse.
I'm gonna
at
try.
Splatfest for some reason.
And in that same study, they gave like the experts, like, I think both of the wines were the same, but they were told one of them was cheap and one of them was expensive, and they did act like that's what they were, when in fact they were the exact same wine.
Mm.
So yeah, probably a bunch of fakers.
Yeah. Just imagine one fucking rich fucker going, they're not committed to the wine life.
Meanwhile, I can't drink alcohol because I take antidepressants. And I'm not interested in it anyway.
Yeah.
Honestly, from what I've heard, doesn't sound like something that tastes good.
Honestly, yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Like, I'm old enough to drink it, but yeah, no. Even if I could, like, logistically, no thank you.
Yeah.
And even if it does taste super good to me, I know what happens to me when I drink stuff that tastes super good to me. I get addicted to it. That has happened to me before with fruit juice, and it was pretty dangerous even with fruit juice. I don't want that to happen with alcohol.
Oh dear. Oh.
Like, literally, the only thing I drink is water, because with drinks it's either I don't like them or I like them and I get addicted to them, so I just stopped.
Jesus. That's completely fair, I
On
guess.
today's episode of My Strange Addiction,
I'm addicted
raspberry
to liquid.
juice.
I
But
never
yeah,
have heard of
sugar
someone.
sugar is a drug,
Fair enough.
and it is pretty dangerous.
It is white powder.
Not My Strange Addiction helps.
My strange addiction. A woman is addicted to liquid.
This person is addicted to water. They drink it every day. Imagine someone telling you you're addicted to water because you drink like the regular amount of water.
A local Florida man is addicted to air.
But to make it a bit to make my water experience a bit less like bland, I do have to drink it with a bunch of cold.
Okay. Alright.
Air delicious. You have an air addiction.
I've never heard that sentence before, and I don't think I ever will again. So I want everyone to savor this moment. To make my water experience less bland.
Yeah.
Experience. Never heard someone drink water and go, "Oh, I'm really feeling the hydration here."
But you have to admit, cold water is better.
Like, I mean, yeah, it is. It is
So
better.
yeah, I wanna compensate a little bit for the fact that I only drink water
Yeah,
by making it taste, quote unquote, as good as it can.
yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You ever realize that you're streaming past midnight, mainly, mainly because you're just wondering what the heck is there anything about this Splatfest that is good? Damn it! There's no hope. I just realized I've never seen canned water, like canned cola.
It's probably because with a beverage such as water, people want a higher volume than what is usually in a can.
Yeah. Oh.
Like when you buy water, which I don't usually, you
Oh.
kind of just because with cola you can make the argument, yeah, I buy the cans because there's less in there, so I drink less sugar.
It's over.
Oh, you're disconnected from the internet. Splatfest over.
Yeah. It's all over. Now what?
Alright, it's over.
It's over. It's all over. That's it. Tear it away.
Jesus.
Well,
Um,
there's someone still here counting the votes. I am the ghost of voting kind, and I'm here to tell you that you better vote for fucking Ghost. Or I swear to God, I'll puncture the tires with my nose. I don't know, I didn't have much. No. Tournament test run Japan. No. No thanks.
Splatfest is over. So anyway, now the real fest begins. It's my birthday now in Ireland too.
Hold on a minute. Let me just get up a good... Let me just get up a good sound effect. Hold on. It's your birthday. There. There you are. That's. I wish I could have got better sound effect than that.
That's plenty.
Fair enough. Oh my god, I got jump scared. Boo. Alright, well... I might as well change.
Party.
Yay. Oh god. I need to take off this amazing mask and get back on the fucking schoolboy outfit I have.
So yeah, tomorrow we'll find out if Skeleton or Ghost won. I don't care, as long as Shiver doesn't win again.
If Shiver doesn't win, that's the best birthday present.
Yeah.
From Nintendo, here's your win. Love,
Here's your
Shigeru.
W.
Love.
Like I said, Skeleton is almost as high on that list as Ghost with friendship.
Yeah. Honestly, I might go for this one. It looks good.
Hmm.
A decent looking inkling. I never noticed this, but they play a unique song when they're counting up the votes.
Oh yeah, that's new since the Fry Shiver Big Man Splatfest.
Damn. Okay. That's interesting.
And it's probably only for special event Splatfest.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense.
Hashtag ceasefire now. That's it, the Splatfest's over. Cease your ink fire, alright? Everyone make peace with the fact that that Ghost probably might not win.
Yeah.
Realistically, they're all the same, though.
Technically, Zombie could still win, but no, it's not happening.
I don't want to be racist to the undead, but every undead is the same. That's right, I'm making a
And
stance.
I don't want to be racist to the undead, but I think all the undead are stinky.
Yes.
Literally rotting flesh smell. That's already disgusting, and also I am extremely sensitive to smell, so even more no.
No thanks. Your skeletons will not win. Unfortunate, I know, but the truth.
I
Well,
have no idea when those results get announced, because I always sleep when that happens, and it's gonna be like that again, probably.
I'm probably going to go to bed now because there is not really a lot for me to do now.
Yeah, okay, that means the stream is over.
Yeah.
Midfest is over.
The most mid Splatfest is over. Good night, everyone. Hope y'all have a happy Halloween. That's it from me. Take care.
Happy Halloween, all of you.
Happy Halloween. Okay, are we